Next, നമ്മൾ പറയാൻ പോകുന്നത് list. What is actually a list? A list is a sequence of values. That means we are able to store a group of values together in a list. It can be any type, any data type can be used. Values in the list are called as elements. These values are enclosed in square brackets. It can be modified. The values in the list or the elements in a list can be modified. The index helps to identify a value in it. We are able to store the index and then we are able to identify the value in it with the help of this index. Now we are going to study about the list slice. What is meant by slice? We are able to slice means we are able to cut a list into different pieces. For that we have an example. L is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. In the list we are having 5 elements and then L1 equal L bracket 2 colon 4 means we are slicing. We are taking the index from 2, then it should reach till 4. 4 is not included. So when we print L1, it will be here 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So we have to take 0, 1, 2. This is the second index. So 2, then 3. So 30 and 40 we will get as the output. 50 will not come because that is not included here. 0, 1, 2, 3. Then 4 index. Fourth index should not be included. In list slicing, 2 is the starting index. Till 4 means 4 is excluded from this. So we will take only 2 and 3. That is the reason why we are getting the answer 30 and 40. Slicing ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എപ്പോഴും അങ്ങനെയാണ് 2 colon 4 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 2 എടുക്കണം 3 എടുക്കണം 4 എടുക്കരുത്. അങ്ങനെയായിരിക്കണം നമ്മൾ ആ സ്ലൈസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് സ്റ്റോർ ചെയ്യണം. Our next topic is dictionary. What is a dictionary? Let us have a look. Dictionary is another type of storage in Python which help us to store the value like list. But there are certain differences between the list as well as dictionary. List means here we are having the index and the index will be only integer. But in dictionary we can have the index with any other data type and we refer to it as keys. It is a useful storage for storing and retrieving all the key value pairs. We are having a key as well as a value here. So these two combinations are given and that is why we call it as a key value pair. Now this key will be used as a string. Each element is accessed by a unique key. Unique key means, for example, when we talk about the students in a class, we will say roll number. This roll number is a unique thing. That means no duplication. One child will have only one roll number. The same roll number cannot be shared by other students. So that way we can talk here also that unique key means there will be no duplication as such. Dictionary keys are not in sequences. It is not given in any order. No left to right order is maintained. Key value pair. This is mapping between a set of indices and a set of values. There will be index. The index will be there as well as the value will be there. So these set of values as well as these set of indices are taken together and that is actually coming under key value pair. Each key maps a value. Always when we store roll number 1, that means there will be a person like roll number 1 Abhilash. So Abhilash is a value which is always referring to the key 1, or we can either say that Abhilash is a key which is always pointing to the value 1. Likewise we are having a key as well as a value. So this key as well as value together we can say key value pair. Key is mapping a value always. Key plus value will be the key value pair. So this key value pair is the important thing when we talk about a dictionary. And this is important as well as this is the difference which we cannot see in the case of list. In list we are always referring to the index only, but here we have to see the value as well as the index. So this value as well as the index together we can say as key value pair. The next function is month.get 1 Feb. So what happens is 1 already we had the value, that is our key is 1. So our key value is not Feb. So we have written like this. It will display the correct key value pair which is actually January for 1. So get method is there. This get method, in order to find the key or in order to find the correct pair we can use get method. Now month.keys will display the keys, that is 2 as well as 1 is our keys. Month.hasKey is a method which help us to check whether this particular key is present or not. It will display true if it is present. Now here month.hasKey 3 is not there, so it will display false. Next, month.items means what all things are there, key value pairs are there, it will be displayed. Month.values, then only the values, not the keys, will be printed. In order to print the keys we have month.keys. In order to print the values we have month.values. In order to print both together we have month.items. Now m equal to month, then CMP, that is a function called a comparison operator. That is, it will compare the two dictionaries based on the keys as well as values. We have written it down. So CMP month comma M. What will happen is that this M is compared to month. Remember, these two are two different memory locations. So it will not display the same, because two memory means two different locations it will be. So when we compare that, what happens? The same values are getting stored in the month as well as in M. So the contents are the same. So the values will be the same. It will display 0. It will display 0 since both are same, since it is comparing the values of the two dictionaries based on the keys as well as the values, and already it is written M equal month. So we have already assigned what all values are stored in month will be assigned to M. So both dictionaries appears the same and it will display the value 0 when comparison works. N equal to dict. CMP M comma N. This will not be the same because we know that in M already month is stored, but in N simply we have written dict. Nothing is stored, so it will display only answer as 1. Now CMP N comma M. Same way when we work with it, it will also compare the value and based on that we are getting the result. M.clear will clear the values, delete the values, and it will display only the empty curly brackets since all the values get deleted. So likewise we are able to use the different operators to get the values like get, then keys, has key, then items, values, CMP. Clear. These are the different functions which we discussed. We are going into detail about the compare function which is used in a dictionary. Now here this compare function when we take, it is giving us 1 or negative 1 or 0 as the output. So how is it possible? That is, if it is returning 1, that means the first dictionary is greater than the second dictionary when we compare. If it is returning negative 1 means the first dictionary is less than second dictionary. If both the dictionaries are equal, it will give you 0 as the output. Now here M is equal to month. So when we compare this month comma M, it is giving us 0, which means both the dictionaries are equal. Second case, N is equal to dict, CMP, M comma N. So what does that mean? That means it is returning 1. So the first dictionary is bigger than the second dictionary. In the third case, it is giving CMP bracket n comma m. So what happens is that here we are getting the answer as -1, which means the first dictionary is lesser than second dictionary. So based on this evaluation, we are able to get the value by comparing both the dictionaries and their keys as well as their values, based on which we are getting the output like this. Now the next method is L.remove 1000. Remove is another method to remove a specific value from the list. So we can remove 1000, and when we print the list, we will contain only the other values, that is 500, 2500 and 3000 only will be present in our list. So when we print that list, that time we are able to see only that. The next one is L.insert. We are able to insert a value to the list with the help of insert method, and L.insert in bracket we can give 3, 3500, which means 3 is the index 0, 1, 2 and 3. So in third index we are able to include the value 3500. So our list will be modified with the new value added to it. The next one is L.reverse. When we take the reverse function, automatically the list which is given to us will be reversed, and we will be able to see the reversed list, that is 3500, 3000, 2500 and 500. Now the next function is L.sort. Sort is a function which is used to sort the list elements. So when we sort the list elements, we are able to sort it and display in the ascending order, and we are able to see the elements here. The next function is len function, which is helping us to find the number of elements in the list, that is actually len. So when we take print len L, automatically it will print 4, which indicate that there are 4 elements in the list. Now let us have a recap of the important points which we studied in the first chapter. First thing which we studied is that the interactive mode as well as the script mode is available to us. The next thing is we are having the number data type available to store the numbers. Not only that, we are able to store the sequence of values together in the specific types available. Operators, as far as operators is concerned, we are having the different types of operators like arithmetic, relational, logical as well as assignment operators in order to meet the various requirements of the users while doing the programs. Functions. What is meant by a function? A function is a group of statements which we write as a part of the program in order to perform a specific task. So with the help of as many functions as required, we are able to meet our requirements in the program, and as and when it is required, we are able to execute that part of the function in the program. Module. Module is actually a group of functions which are already been stored in the form of standard libraries in Python, which help us to make use of those functions predefined, and we are able to get the output very easily on the screen. String. A string is a sequence of letters which we are able to store in order to work with in a program. List. List is helping us to store a group of members in a program, and then we are able to indicate those values with the help of index. Dictionary. Dictionary is another type which helps us to store a sequence or otherwise a lot of values in the form of key value pairs. We are able to access it as and when it is needed. Next comes tuples. Tuples, another format which helps us to store the values, and then we are able to make use of the functions which are available in list, dictionary as well as tuple, and able to get the desired output on the screen when we ask for the output. So these are all facilities which are coming as a part of our Python programming, which help the user to make the program as far as possible flexible and more user friendly.